Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, we are going to be taking all of our expenses from our expense tracker that I filled in with you all in a previous video. We're going to plug this information into my 2-page hybrid budget system here and check in to see how we're doing for the month of October. So if you're interested in seeing my weekly budget check-in, just keep watching. Okay, so I pulled my expense tracker. I filled this in with you all in a previous video. It was pretty short and sweet because we didn't do a huge amount of spending this past week, which is always a good thing. Quite a bit in food as usual, but we just had a couple of bills to pay. We put gas in the car, we got a car wash, and that was pretty much the extent of our spending for the week. So we're just going to take this information and plug it in here. If you're not familiar with my hybrid budget system, it's a 2-page set of worksheets that basically gives you your entire monthly budget at a glance. There's a place to check in with your monthly expenses. There's also a place to break down your variable spending each week. And there's always 5 weeks on these worksheets, so no matter how short or long the month is, you've got room for each week. There's a place to write in your savings, your sinking funds, and your debt payments. It's a really great, kind of all-encompassing 2-page set of worksheets. Obviously, I have lots of other budgeting worksheets available in my Etsy shop as well that you can use to supplement these, but if you are all about that really simplified look at your budget, this is really all you need. I use it for my budget every single month. It's been a great tool for me. In addition, I use an expense tracker each week to keep track of my spending. There's a few other worksheets that I use, keep track of my sinking funds and that sort of thing, but really this is the meat and potatoes of my budgeting method, and it works out great. So we're going to be focusing on this side of the planner today because we are going to write in the bills that we paid this week, which there wasn't very many, just 2 bills. As you can see, I always highlight my bills in blue to make them really easy to find, and there's just 2 bills we need to add in here. And then we're going to check in with our variable expenses for week 2, which we said was the 11th through the 17th. I always like to make a little note for myself here in this blank space so that I can keep track of that. And yeah, this promises to be pretty short and sweet because we did not have a ton of transactions this week. Starting with bills, I paid YouTube Premium for $17.99, so I'm just going to find YouTube Premium here. We budgeted $18, we paid $17.99, so we're under budget there. And then the other bill we paid this week was Planet Fitness for $10, which is just what we budgeted. So yeah, we have pretty much paid a large majority of our bills. We still have insurance coming up, motorcycle and car insurance. And then we have our Netflix that still needs to be paid this month. In terms of debt payments that we still need to make, we got to make our Subaru payment, and then we got to pay the minimum payments on our 2 credit cards. So we're about halfway through the month, just over, and we've paid more than half our bills. So that's great. We're on track there. Let's talk about variable spending. So as always, categories are the same. We have food, which covers all of our groceries and household items, as well as any eating out that we do. We have gas, which is gas for our vehicle. Also typically pay for car washes using our gas budget, which I did do this week. Then we have our spending, so it's my husband, myself, and Austin. And then we have our miscellaneous spending. So we'll start up here with food. As you can see, I've already done the math. I wrote out all of the spending we did on food and household items this week, and it added up to $294.96. So I'm just going to write that in under spent. Last time we checked in, we had $920.69 remaining of our $1,200 budget. So, so we need to take that $920.69 that we had the end of last week, subtract the $294.96 that we spent this week, and that means that for the rest of the month, we still have $625.73, which is phenomenal. That's more than $300 each week. Should be completely doable. I'm very, very proud of us and the way that we've handled our food budget this week, or this month rather. You guys have seen me in previous months just completely overspend on eating out especially, and we've been doing much better this month. We're not eating out necessarily fewer times, but we are choosing to go to breakfast or lunch instead of dinner. We're also choosing to eat at home as much as possible. We have lots of convenience items on hand to make it easy when we're busy in the evenings, and it's been working out great. Not giving up eating out altogether, but I feel like we've been doing a lot better this month. You guys will have to tell me if you agree. All right, for gas, that's in pink here. We spent a total of $60 this week, and that was, as you can see here, $45 on gas and $15 on a car wash. Last time we checked in, we had $129.76 remaining of our $240 gas budget. If we take away the $60 we spent this week, that leaves us with $69.76 for gas. So that's more than a tank of gas, but not quite 2 tanks of gas for us. We still do have 2 weeks left in the month, so I don't know. We'll have to kind of see if we end up going over our gas budget. I can say that for this second half of October, we are going to be driving less. Perhaps because we're not going to soccer practice and soccer games, but my husband is using the car to go hunting, so I don't know. It's really up in the air whether this will do it or not. We'll have to see. For my husband's spending money, I give him $60 each week. He always spends it all. Last time, well, I don't know if he really spends it all, but I always count it as spent because I'm not gonna like chase after him and find out what he spent and what he has left. It's out of my budget. I've handed him the cash. Therefore, it's gone. So he had $180. He spent $60. That leaves him with $120 remaining. That's $60 for the next 2 weeks. So he's on track. For myself, I get $40 a week. My spending money's pretty much gone. I'm going to be making payments. Oops. My apologies. I just got a phone call. My dear husband was calling me, so I don't even know where I was or what I was talking about, but looks like I was writing in my spending for the week. Was I telling you about the big purchase that I made? I bought a Shark Flex style hair tool. It's like the Dyson Airwrap. I mentioned this in my expense tracking video as well. So I'm going to be paying myself back for that essentially, or paying my spending money towards that till I get it paid off. It's going to take me about 6 weeks. It was a pretty large purchase. It was $250, but I think it's really going to be worth it. Let me know if you guys want to see like a video on that or a review or anything. But that's where my spending money's going for the next 6 weeks or so. So pretty much from now until the end of November. And that's kind of my little birthday present to myself. So yeah, that's gone. And so I have $80 remaining for the month. 2 more paychecks, or 2 more allowance paydays between now and the end of October, so that's perfect. Austin, we already know we gave him his full allowance at the start of the month, so he's got nothing left. And for miscellaneous, we do $40 a week. We did spend the full $40 this week. So we had 120 minus 40, that leaves 80, which is just what we should have. So we are right on track, you guys. Other than gas, which might be a little bit dicey. Maybe not though, because we did just fill up the gas tank. So this $69 might get us through till the end of the month. We'll have to see. Other than that, we are right on track. October's been a great month for our budget. We've really managed to whip ourselves into shape with the overspending and eating out. And I'm pretty proud of us for that. Obviously, there's still room for improvement, but I feel like we're doing way better. So let's get a quick total. $294.96 plus 60 plus 60 plus 40 plus 40. We spent $494.96 in variable spending this week. And what do we have remaining? $625.73 plus $69.76 plus 120 plus 80 plus 80. We still have $975.49 in variable spending remaining for the month. So that's awesome. I think that we'll be totally fine. Between that and the fact that we've come in under budget in some of our bills, I think October is going to turn out to be a really great month, as long as the next 2 weeks go smoothly, knock on wood. So yeah, that's it for my weekly check-in. We didn't have any extra debt payments to make or any minimum payments that we needed to make this week, so the debt payments section remains the same. We've already stuffed our envelopes here, so I guess I could write the actual totals in here. They were all as anticipated. I did that off camera, but we did put a total of $78 towards my son's car that we are saving to purchase for him, so that went as planned. I still haven't written in the sinking funds section here, mostly because I have it all written down here. But I'll probably go ahead and write that in at some point off camera, just for the sake of filling everything in. But yeah, that's it for my weekly check-in. So far so good. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys are doing in October. Has it been working out well for you? Are you struggling with anything? I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you're having a really great month too. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!